Good morning, everybody. It is Marissa Friedman, your friendly executive cat herder. I am inspired, but clearly this is crooked. I've already ruined the live stream. Just kidding. So I jumped on today, and hello to all of you on Instagram. Hello to all of you on TikTok. We have an amazing morning. So cool things that are happening this week. Pretty simple, I think, for the most part. We've got some cool workshops coming up, office hours. Oh, good morning, good morning, good morning. Good morning to you. A couple things. So some of you have been looking for different things. Oh, it looks like here we've got somebody up. Saw your job app post on LinkedIn. Wonder if you have a place to apply. I do. Go ahead and comment. Actually, just shoot me. I haven't actually had the opportunity to check LinkedIn yet, but I will get back to you. Awesome. Yeah, we are hiring for one of our client companies, so this is pretty exciting. We love being able to bring some more jobs out into the space, and really, really pumped for that. So really quickly, as we get all situated here this morning, these are the things that are going on this week. So if you don't know, now you know. First and third Fridays, we have been doing office hours. And office hours have been just an incredible time for people to come in, get their questions answered, get some real like actual, hey, do this, do this, do this. And part of the reason in 2021 that we structured everything to really focus on the first and third Fridays is it just got to be a little bit banana sandwich, right? We had so many people saying, hey, Marissa, like, do you have time for this? Do you have time for that? And I always want to help everybody, but I think we're all in the same boat, right? Where we're trying to do as many things as we can. And at the same time, we only have so much bandwidth, right? So there's some pretty exciting things that are happening, some of which will be announced in the next couple of weeks, but we've really focused on delivering value the first and third Fridays in the Strategy Solve group. If you are not in that group, or you're like, where's this group, Marissa? It's literally like 200 people that have just kind of jumped in. We go in there, we try to give people the just the ability to ask questions and network or run, bounce things off. I think a lot of times we're nervous about asking questions, or like we're not really sure who the resource is. Oh my God, this is crooked too. Guys, I'm not allowed, clearly I'm not allowed to hang things. Anyway, so I went ahead and I've gone ahead and I've shown you the URL. So that's the URL for the Facebook group. You can join us first and third Fridays from 2 to 3 is when we will be on that group. And really all we're doing is giving you direct answers to your questions. So I think a lot of times when people go into a group, they're expecting a pitch or a sale or someone to just overwhelm them with like a sales funnel and all this stuff. It's not how we roll. You come into the group, you ask your questions, first come, first served. You can either watch on the Facebook group, or you can actually jump onto the Zoom if you want to do screen sharing. So we try really hard, again, first come, first served. Happy to bring you into that group. Also dropping it in the comments for you. So you can come in, ask your questions. We are there to help you, again, this Friday. So if you're seeing this and you go, where is it happening? It's happening in this group, like that group. I think I'm pointing to it. Yeah, there we go. So good morning. Oh, hey, Melody. Nice to see you. Nice to see you. So again, really quickly, free office hours this weekend. Now, as we start to jump in, I know so many people have been asking me questions, and I kind of want to just give you the really quick lay of the land. We'll be doing a webinar on this as well. Like, I'm not really a big webinar girl unless there's something that's really valuable. And so for me, it is helping everybody learn a little bit more about this app that you might have seen on my Instagram. I definitely had a lot of people talking to me about Clubhouse, like, what is it? How do you get on it? What the hell are people talking about? Is this a tool that I need to be on? Is this a tool that I don't need to be on? Oh, Melody Melody, I hope you're doing well. Nice to see you. So here's the deal. Here's how, in my opinion, this works, okay? So with Clubhouse, right? The way to get on the platform is to know someone is on the platform. You can ask them for an invite. Keep in mind though, I've been very close to the cuff with invites just because it's very different from a typical social media platform. When you nominate someone, you're on the bottom of their profile, and if that person is controversial or they, we've seen kind of a couple of cancellations and comebacks already over the past couple months in September. We want to make sure that we are bringing people in that we know and that we've worked with. So a couple of things. You would go to join Clubhouse, which I'm going to paste the link here. If you want to get on, you can go in there. If you have a friend that's on the platform, your phone number will actually alert them that you're trying to get into the app, and they may have the power to allow you into the app. Now, a couple things to note about this with Clubhouse, okay? It is almost like an interactive podcast, or I used to make fun of my dad because it was like talk radio. So you get on and there's kind of these cycles of Clubhouse. And so in the webinar, we're going to break down how to set up your profile, how to understand that when you go into a room, your mic is hot. So you want to make sure that you're muted right away, how to connect with people and how to follow up with people. The biggest things that I've noticed from the app being on since September is that people, are kind of approaching this like any other social media platform where I want to get a ton of followers. That's actually not how we're using it because everyone is not our audience. So I think you have to be really strategic with what your plan is on Clubhouse, but they've done a lot of great things to maximize, number one, what you're seeing and who you're interacting with. But I can tell you, I've had the opportunity to connect with people from London and Australia and Japan. And before it was removed from the Chinese App Store, we had a ton of people from Taipei, all over China. So it was really, it's been a really interesting kind of way to connect with people. Bye, honey, in an authentic way. So, yeah, find me on there, Melody. So that's, so that's kind of a couple things to note. Now, if you are going, well, hey, I want to come to this webinar and I want to learn how to use Clubhouse and I would love to hear, I by no means am an expert, but what I can tell you, because it does change about every 7 to 10 days, is that the type of things that are trending are really built around authentic connection and commitment and are not about selling yourself or over pitching. And I think although those rooms are fascinating for people, value is really at the eye of, like everyone always talks about, I want to give value. Well, maybe your PDF download isn't of value. Maybe, you really have to spend more time listening. So I kind of have taken a Simon Sinek approach, and I do share stages with a couple of people, but even that is a little crazy because it's kind of this weird little bubble. And so people assume you're working with all these people and you're not. And it's like, I've already taken some of these relationships from online to off. So meeting people in person helps. Now, last thing on my list, we've covered weekly office hours. We have covered Clubhouse and the upcoming webinar. Comment if you want invites to any of this stuff. I'll get you into the group. Again, the group is really where all this stuff is happening. I'm not doing it on my public Facebook channels. If you want it, you got to come in. It's free. Last piece is Brandsynq. So Brandsynq is this really, really incredible project that I had the opportunity to build out with one of my partners. And, she's in the process of opening her own business, which I'm going to ask everybody to do some supporting with likes and shares, etc. But Brandsynq is really like every time we would meet with a small business owner, everything is make it or break it. And what we've noticed is for so many people, it is really hard to be consistent. However, the things that we've seen that drive awareness and traffic and things that really help grow the brand can be really boiled down to different types of signals that you're sending to Google. And what we find is that, not surprisingly, most people are not focused on some of these easy peasy channels to generate those signals. So what we did is we put together a group of service offerings where people can manage their digital footprint at a pretty reasonable price point, right? $5 a day or less. So now when we meet entrepreneurs or people that want to work with us and our retainer scares them or whatever, we kind of put them in there into this group. There's a support group for you guys to get assistance. And what's really great is you're going to be able to look at your reputation online. You're going to be able to manage and grow your reviews organically. You're going to be able to schedule social media or delegate that social media to a VA and schedule it out across multiple platforms, including Google My Business, which I think is really huge. A lot of people don't realize the value of GMB, especially we know that local searches are driving impact. And then we also give you a space to put your business listing. And so when I say that to people, they go, oh, I don't need that. So here's how the internet works, right? It's a trail of breadcrumbs that all leads to you. And so the goal is, how do I get this trail of breadcrumbs, right, to accomplish what I want? So what we did in the dashboard is we really thought about, and there's a ton of articles on here, guys, if you want to grab any of these resources. These are all free. We constantly are just curating things that we think will help the community grow. But this is the services and the things that we offer, and we'll go into that in more depth. But this is our project, and we're really, really excited about it, guys. For us, it's just been the opportunity to reach out. Thanks. Melody's like, that's a good price. I'm going to take that. Yeah, absolutely. And the reason that we priced it this way is we figured most of you guys are going to Starbucks. I've started making coffee at home for the price of your Starbucks. You're going to be able to manage your presence organically. And then we walk you through some of the steps. But really what you'll start to realize is, oh, I didn't realize that certain vehicles come with their own navigation systems. Or I didn't realize that, hey, there's all these other search engines people are using besides Google. And that like blows people's minds, right? So again, Brandsynq, you're going to hear me say it over and over again. It's a partnership with Sarah Pugh from Talent Mavericks. The two of us have kind of a divide and conquer. I handle a lot of the marketing and the strategy. She handles strategic sales enablement. So I think that there's a really good mix here. So with that, my friends, I have a 9 o'clock meeting. I am going to be leaving you, but I hope you all have a wonderful, wonderful day. Again, if you want to come into the group, or on the offset, you have something you want to share and you want to teach someone how to do something, DM me. We'd love to have you. Have a great day, guys. Bye.